Today I'll walk you through how to use the diverse planner. So it's actually a multi-tab spreadsheet. So it also comes with a dashboard. So first, let's have a look at the setup sheet. So this is one of the important sheet where you can just try to set up all your assets and what currencies you're going to use. So here first we have the party A and party B. So who's going to be the party A? You can just try to give their names over here. And then who's going to be the party B? So the party B name can be given over here. Next is we have select currency. So here you can see there are multiple currencies which are listed. So whatever currency have been given under the currency settings over here. So all those currencies will be listed down as a drop down over here. So here you can see below the currency settings we have currency name and symbols. So there are multiple currencies have been listed. So if I just try to go and add a new currency and the symbol over here, so that particular currency will be listed at the top below the select currency over here. Next is we have the financial assets. So here what we are doing is we are just trying to go and enter the categories for different assets. So it can be financial asset, then we have the real estate, personal properties, other assets and liabilities. So first you can see below the financial assets like savings account, investment account, then we have pension account, crypto account, current account, cash, others. So like this, we have different categories of financial assets. So if you want to go and mention some other financial asset category, apart from this, you can just try to go below and then just try to type out that particular financial asset over here. Next is we have the real estate. So similarly, we have different real estate categories over here. So let's say if I want to have an industrial real estate. So I'll say industrial. So I'll say industrial land. So that is going to be one of the category. So like this, you can just try to go and add more categories also. So next we have the personal properties. So you can see vehicle, furniture, electronics, jewel, art, collectibles, all these are going to be some of the different categories we have. Then we have the other assets. So other assets can be business ownership, digital assets, insurance, receivables, miscellaneous, and some others. Okay. So if you have any other assets, you can just try to go and mention it over here. Next comes our liabilities. So all these are nothing but the liability categories. So we have the mortgage, credit card, personal loan, vehicle loan, tax own, and others. Okay, so these are going to be the different liabilities we have. So next comes our ownership split methods. So here there can be different ways how we can just try to split the assets, right? So the first one you can see we have a equal split, that is 50-50 percentage. That means automatically the party A will get 50% and party B will get 50%. Next we have the manual override. So that is manual override depends upon from one asset to other. So you can just try to mention 20%, 80%, it can be 10%, 90%. So it can be any way. So that is why we have a manual override and we have not given any percentage below over here. So next we have party A's asset. That means the complete asset is going to going for party A. So that's why you can see we have 100%, 0%. Next we have party B's asset. That means the whole asset is going for party B. So that's why for party A it's 0% and for party B it's 100%. Next joint 60-40%. 40% is for party A and 60% for party B. So like this way. So if you have any other split methods, you can just try to enter that split method and then you can give the percentage for the party A and party B over here. So this is about the complete setup sheet. So first we have the parties. You can just try to list down the party names. Then we have the currencies. Then all the categories of the assets can be listed down. Then you can also have the split method. So how you're just trying to go and split the each and every asset. Next, we'll go to the financial asset sheet. So here in the financial asset sheet, so first you can see we have an approval status over here. Then below this one, we have the important table. So first we'll go and discuss this table over here. So we have the financial asset details. So first we have what is going to be the ID of that one. Then we have the institution name and the account type. So what account it is going to be. That's nothing but the categories, whatever we listed in the setup sheet. So that's going to be a drop down over here. Then if you have any name for that particular account, you can just try to give it over here. Then the account number or wallet or the reference ID. So you can just try to give it. Next, the description you can have and what is going to be the total amount as on which date. Okay, so for on which date what is going to be the amount. Okay, so that amount we can just try to list down over here. Then we have the ownership. So the ownership is nothing but the different split methods. Like we have different split methods, right? So this split methods is given as a drop down. So you can have 50-50 manual override, party A, party B, like this you have. So if I give manual override, so only for manual ownership, you can try to like list down the percentage over here. Okay, so like 29%, 71%, like this you can list down. If it is going to be party A's asset, you know that it's going to be 100% for party A, right? So you don't need to mention anything over here. So this particular complete thing is only for manual ownership. Okay, so next we have the remarks. So here you can just try to go on add, if any remarks is there, you can just try to go and add it over here. Next we have the split value over here. So now for this one manual override, that is the out of this amount, what is going to be 29% is given over here and the 71% is given for party B. You can just try to give it over here. Then see here, the next is going to be completely party A's asset. That means 100% is going to belong for party A. So all the asset is completely given for your party A. So like this automatically it will take, and then all the split values are given over here in this particular table. And at the top, you also get what is the total value over here. So the total value for like the party A and the total value for the party B, we'll be able to get it over here. So next comes the approvals. So whether the party A has approved this one, whether the party B has approved this, you can just try to give a tick mark. So if I try to go and give a tick mark over here, that means for this particular asset, that is for this particular investment account, party A and B both have given approvals. So if here you can see party A has not given approval. So like this, you can just try to have a checkbox over here, and by giving this one, you can mention that whether we have got approvals from party A and party B. This is about the complete details what we have in the financial asset. So now let me just try to go and add a new bank account. Let's say it's going to be 15. So let's say it's going to be a crypto account. Okay, so we can just try to have some crypto account, and here we'll consider this as going to be a crypto account over here. Then here you can just try to have the account name. So we'll just try to have some account name as AB account, and here we have the account reference number. So you can just try to give some reference number. So let me give some random reference number over here. Then we have the description. So if you want to have any description, you can just try to add it. Now come to the amount. Okay, so let's come to the amount. So let's say the amount is going to be like $32,500, and then the as on date is going to be, let's say, 29th October. Okay, so that's going to be the date. Now we'll come to the ownership. So how are we going to have the ownership? So let's say we are going to have a manual override, and let's just try to give the percentage. So let's say 45% for the party A and 55% for party B. So I'll give, and then automatically you can see automatically we'll get the values. So 45% of the 32,500 is this much, and 55% of the 32,500 is this much. So we'll automatically the values will be added, and here we can also give the approvals as well. So now when I come over here, you can see like totally 47% is only approval is given. Okay, so you can see awaiting party A's approval. 7 we are awaiting for party A, and for awaiting party B's approval, 4 we are awaiting party B's approval. So if we just try to go and give for this one, if the party A approval is given, so here automatically it will be reduced to 6. And now you can see the status bar has also changed, like 53% approval has been given. So this is about the complete financial asset sheet. So you can just try to like have all your financial asset listed, and you can also have the ownership, how the ownership is going to be done, and whether the approval is done or not. Everything you'll be easily able to track over here. So next we have the real estate. So here real estate also we have a similar kind of a sheet. So here you can see real estate and what is the approval status, and how many is awaiting party A's approval, and how many we are awaiting for party B's approval. Then we have what is going to be the ID, property type. So the drop down whatever category we have given. So we have the property type, then the address of that particular location, then name on deed. So whose name is on deed, we have it. Then we have the description. Okay, then we have what is the purchase price of that particular property, and what is the current value of this particular property, we have it. Then this current value is as on the amount, whatever is the today's, like as on whenever you're just trying to enter this amount, as on that time, whatever is the amount, you can just try to give it. Then you can also go and mention what is going to be the ownership. So it's going to be an party A's asset, party B's, or 50-50 equal sharing, you can just try to go and select from the drop down. Then you have, if it is going to be manual override, you can mention what is going to be the percentage. You can have the remarks. Then here you can see it will automatically calculate the split value over here. So for the current value only, the split value will be calculated. Okay, so the purchase price is not included. So here the current value, the split value will be taken from the current value. So you can see like we have the 29% over here and we have like 71%. So whatever is the value we are getting over here. And here also we have the approval status. Okay, so how many party A approval is needed, how many party B's approval is needed, you can just try to go and select it. So at the top, you'll also get the party A and party B's values. Okay, the sum of the total values, you can easily get it. This is about the complete details about the real estate assets. Next, we'll go to the personal properties. So when we go to the personal properties, you can see like we have the ID, what are the category or type. So you can see the different categories what we have. Then the room or location, so where it is, you can just try to mention that one. Then what is the item? So it's a chair, desk, what item is it? You can just try to mention that. Then the condition of that particular item, you can just try to mention it over here. And then you can have the what is going to be the purchase value of that particular, like the property, the personal property, and what is the current value, we have it over here. And the current value is of which date. Okay, so that also we have it. Then we have the ownership. So whether it's going to be party A's, party B's, or it's going to be an equal share, or it's going to be a manual override. So we have it over here. So then you can see what is the percentage over here. Like the percentage only for manual ownership, we have given the percentage. Then the remarks, if any remarks needs to be given, you can just try to give it. Then here you have the split value, like how we had for the financial asset and the real estate. So here we have that one over here. Then the total value is calculated and the approvals are also given over here. So like this, you can just try to go and add a new property. So let's just try to go and add a new property. So let's say this is going to be the property. Let's say it's somewhere in Seattle, US. And then what is going to be the description? So let's say it's going to be a chain. Okay. So the condition is like it's nice. We can just say it's like maintained good. Then we'll go and say what is going to be the purchase price. So let's say the purchase price was somewhere like $4,500 and the current value of that particular chain, let's consider it's going to be somewhere $8,900. Let's say its value is like as on today's value, right? Next, we'll come for the share. So let's say it's going to be an equal share. So you can see automatically it is divided into 50-50% and we are getting the values. Okay. So this is about the personal properties complete sheet. So where you can just try to go and mention all your personal properties and then all your personal assets, you can just try to see how you can just try to share the ownership. Next comes the other assets. So here you can just try to go and have any other assets, whatever assets you have, you can just try to go and mention it. So we have the category, the asset name, the reference account or something for that. Then what is the condition of that particular asset, then what is the purchase price, the current value and the amount as of date. Okay, then we have what is going to be the ownership. So how we are just going to split the ownership. So for manual ownership alone, we have the party A, party B, we can just try to fill it. Then we have the split value over here. So here you can see the split value, then the approvals over here. So if I just try to go and give the approval for this, automatically the percentage over here will change. So if I just try to go and give approval for this as well, see here, it has changed to 30%. So like this, automatically the approval percentage will change and you'll also get who needs to give approvals, like 7 approvals party A needs to give and then 3 approvals party B needs to give. Okay, so that's how the complete other asset sheet will work. Next, we'll come to our liabilities. So here you can just try to go and like list down all your liabilities. So see here we have the category of the liabilities, so different categories, whatever we listed on the setup sheet, we are just trying to get it over here. Then we have the liability name, the reference or the account number we have. So what is the condition of that one? Then what is the purchase price and what is the current price we have? Okay. So whatever is the current price for that one, maybe for example, if adding interest, everything together, we can just try to have that is going to be the current value, right? So that value, we can just try to mention it over here. And then here you can just try to have what is going to be the amount as of date. Then the ownership. So how the split is going to happen. So whether it's going to be manual override or it's going to be party A's asset, party B's asset, or equal asset, you will be easily able to see over here. Then you can, if it is going to be a manual override, so you can just try to mention the percentage over here. So it's going to be party A, party B, what percentage is over here, and the remarks you can mention it. So here you can also get the split value of the complete values you will be able to get, and the total value is given over. So then we have the total approvals. So how many is pending? We'll be easily able to get it over. Okay, so this completely about the liabilities sheet. Next comes our dashboard. So here this is the complete division dashboard. So whatever we try to fill in all these sheets, like the financial assets, real estate, personal properties, other assets and liabilities, everything together, we'll get it as a dashboard over here. So here you'll get totally how many number of assets are there. Then here you get what is the total value of the assets. Then here you get totally how many liabilities are there, and then here you get the total value of your liabilities. Okay, then you can see asset proportion breakdown. So the total value, if I click here, party A, this is the total value for the party and total value for the party B. So what percentage, you will be able to get it. So this is the total asset. So if I just try to go and click like the financial asset, so here see the financial asset, this is going to be the value. Okay, so and this is the percentage you'll be seeing for party A and party B. So if I want for the personal properties, see there's the personal properties, we'll be easily able to get it. So here you can see we have the asset distribution per person. Okay, so there's the total. So financial assets, how much, real estate, personal properties and other assets. Then the liability distribution per person. So it's like 49.9% for party B and 50.1% for party A. So if I want only for party A's asset distribution, you can easily see it. Okay, so for party A, what is the asset distribution? For how much is for financial asset, how much for real estate, property and other assets, you will be easily able to get it over here. Next, below this one, you have a complete table. So the asset table, all the assets are listed down over here. So and what is going to be the value for party A and party B for each of those assets is given over here completely for all the assets. So next comes our liabilities. So here on the liabilities, all the liabilities are listed down over here. So for party A and party B, what is going to be the value for those liabilities is also mentioned over here. So this is the complete dashboard. You will be like easily able to completely track all your, like how you can just try to track your complete division. So your assets and liabilities you'll be easily able to track from the help of this dashboard. So I hope you would have got a better idea of how to use this diverse planner spreadsheet. So first we'll just try to go and list down the categories and the currency on the setup sheet. Then we have different category sheets like for financial assets, real estate, personal properties, other assets and liabilities. We'll just try to go and fill these details over here. Then we have a complete dashboard over here.